I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. Rain and thunderstorms remain possible through tonight on the backside of departing low pressure. A few storms could be severe with quarter-size hail and wind gusts over 60, but mostly along and east of a line from York to Beloit. Rain amounts should range from a trace to a quarter inch. After highs today in the mid-40s to the low 50s, we'll see overnight temperatures dip to around freezing with lows in the upper 20s to the mid-30s. High pressure overhead results in dry weather for tomorrow through Friday. Highs rebound into the mid-50s to the low 60s tomorrow. Friday through Sunday, the warmer period of the next week with highs in the 60s, even the low 70s over northern Kansas on Sunday. As low pressure slowly moves across the plains, there are promising chances of rain and thunderstorms Friday night through Tuesday. That more likely period, Saturday night through Sunday. Highs drop into the 50s to the low 60s Monday and to around 50 on Tuesday. For our long-term forecast, Nebraska and Kansas temperatures cool briefly to mostly seasonal levels the early to middle part of next week before a return to slightly warmer than normal temperatures late next week through November 12th. Above normal rainfall is predicted Monday through November 12th for Nebraska and Kansas. Those higher chances are the early to middle part of next week. Key weather factors driving the markets include multiple chances of rain for the central U.S., some of it heavy through the middle of next week, and mostly good weather in South America. The first of two storms tracks across the plains today before reaching the upper Great Lakes tomorrow. Rain along the cold front increases in coverage and intensity this late day, delivering drought-easing moisture from the eastern plains into the mid-south and midwest. The trailing storm reaches the plains over the weekend through early next week. 5-day two-storm rain totals could reach 2 to 4 inches or more from the southern plains into the upper Great Lakes. Across the wheat areas of the western southern plains, the rain may increase soil moisture, but it may be more disruptive to the end of harvest. The northern plains and much of the eastern U.S. remains dry for at least the next 5 days. Mississippi River levels continue to be extremely low, causing restrictions on transportation. Small improvements to water levels are possible with much more active weather in the Mississippi River Basin over the next week. In central Brazil, continuing rains are decreasing the chance of much of the soybeans being planted too late. Southern Brazil is drier, but with limited rain returning over the next week and soil moisture remaining favorable. Towards Argentina, conditions become more favorable for corn establishment in the upcoming soybean planting, with rain starting tomorrow and continuing through next week. With your check of ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.